Damn, you're getting strong.
It's just like there's only so much of rest you can feast on all that crap.
My wrist is so strong. Don't act like you're all calm and like.
He's got a bicep on his
Oh, yeah.
Call him Doomsday for a reason.
Damn, Adam.
Breathe, Adam, breathe. There you go, baby. Breathe into it. Post up.
You're such a dick. Get out of that thing.
Like, where's the cat?
If I knew how to press. Scott, teach me how to press. I don't know.
I'll teach you how to press. I'll teach you how to press.
Yeah, that's how was that?
You're getting stronger. Either that or I'm just fatigued from all this volume.
Steroids are kicking in.
Oh, it's because I don't have the pad on. That's
Put the pad on.
I mean, he was kind of off the pad a couple of times.
Yeah.
What pad?
I don't want to call
There's
it.
no pad there.
I don't. Big.
Yeah.
Don't do that. I hate that shit.
Yeah, don't use technique.
Yeah. King's move.
What, the little torque?
Yeah. That gets me every time. I would have to go real fast.
I think you are getting, I don't know, dude. I feel a different level compared to the last time I pulled you. Have you been pulling a lot?
Decent now.
Let's go!
What's up, guys? Adam the Bodybuilder Bully here. We're at Mendy's gym, and this is James English.
What's up?
So, James has a big match coming up on, is it June 15th?
Yeah.
So, June 15th versus Auden Larratt, Devin Larratt's kid. You guys might have seen
Not a kid anymore.
Not a kid anymore. He's adult now. But we'll get to that. But I do want to just, James is new to our channel, so I do just want to do a quick little intro with him. How did you get involved in arm wrestling?
Quarantine. I was bored and I was stuck inside, and all the gyms were closed. So I was just scrolling through YouTube, and everyone, it seems like around that time, got interested. Like 90% of the people I've met in arm wrestling got interested during quarantine at some point.
Yeah.
So it's really exploded the last few years, not just because of quarantine, but that was a big thing.
I do feel like it was me and Larry during that time.
Well, yeah.
Putting out
No,
that
I mean, there
content.
was definitely 100%.
Yeah.
You guys and Schoolboy plays a big role in terms of reaching a big audience.
Yes.
And then Devin plays a big role in terms of making super fans. It's almost like Schoolboy has a broader reach, but Devin really gets people into the sport, and a lot of other people. So yeah, it's really like the last 4 years, it's just gone crazy.
Yeah.
And I was one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. Have you done any competitions yet?
For arm wrestling, I've done
Yeah.
one tournament.
You did one.
And
How'd you
that's
do?
it. I won both arms, amateur, but it was 198s. But this is back when, this is about a year and some change ago, and I was injured. My adductor was injured, so I couldn't bodybuild.
I remember.
So I was like, I'm going fucking crazy. I need some sort of goal.
Yeah.
So I decided to just fuck it, because I'd been going to this practice. I'd gone a couple times, and the guys there were like, dude, you do really well. You should just do this tournament. It's like next week. And I was like, yeah, sure. So I did that. I got first place, and then in pros, I got third on left arm, and right arm I just skipped because Dan Mosher was there, and I didn't want to break my arm.
Yeah.
So
Dan is super strong and super fast. So
yeah, that's why.
It's
I
scary.
saw what he was doing, and I just immediately dropped out. I was like, no, I'm good on that.
Yeah. Okay. What is your? Well, I know from when you were in Dubai, your big thing was
My
press.
ace.
The press. Are
Yeah.
you doing that anymore? I haven't
Yeah.
seen you like mess around. Okay. So
Yeah, I do it, but I really just practice the motion now, practice the transition, because it's not something I want to put energy and resources into to get stronger, because I feel like it's already at a very high level. It's like, here's my press and here's everything else. And I feel like if I train my press more, sure, it'll get stronger, but I would rather bring up my weaknesses
Okay.
Because even now, even with how much I've been training my top roll, my hook, my hand and wrist, my press is still better.
Okay.
Like it's still my backup plan, which is crazy because I don't really train it aside from bodybuilding and former powerlifting. So I guess 455 bench and knowing how to use it
Yeah.
it gives me such an advantage on that move that it's like, okay, I'm not going to dedicate any arm wrestling specific press exercises or, red line in practice just because I would rather save my energy for like what I need to work on.
Okay. No, that's
And
reasonable.
also it can be taxing. It can be a really, like if you train outside, you can train a lot more than if you train press and you go against someone hard and they pull you out of your shoulder a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stress on your connective
it is.
tissue. It's not something I want to practice all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm an inside puller mostly, and I know inside pulling can be very stressful, especially for the beginners. Because that elbow.
And that's all I did, and I didn't know shit.
Yeah.
But back in Dubai, that's all I knew how to do.
Yeah.
And if I got pulled out of it, I would just go into like a defensive press,
Right.
like a defensive hook / press.
Yeah. No, it's.
And and I was sore for weeks.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, not training this.
So I didn't really get to pull with Auden, even though you may have thought that I pulled with Auden. I came to tag team. Anyway,
Yeah.
but I do know, I can tell you this. Auden is very strong.
Yeah.
He's got those long levers. He has a big hand, and it's actually pretty damn thick.
Okay. Yeah,
So
it looks like it.
It's meaty. It is, and he's strong. That hand is strong. So, do you have any tactics you're gonna? Well, you don't have to like tell us what your strategy is gonna be, but
No, I mean, if I had a strategy, I'd reveal it. But my strategy is just to be stronger than him in all lanes, to the point where the technique and experience gap doesn't really matter. Because experience, everyone says experience this, experience that. That only matters if strength is close.
that, I agree
And
with that.
you saw Khaled show up. Remember, he showed up and just killed people.
Yeah,
That's just because, like, you can have all the technique in the world, but if the strength isn't there, or if the other guy's strength is way fucking higher, then you are shit out of luck.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, it looks like your lifts are stronger than Auden's lifts. But it is going to be interesting to see how he manipulates his long levers and his big hand, and how he's probably gonna try and get in the straps,
Oh,
which
cool
I
with
think
that.
you want.
Yeah.
Which you want, of course, because you're stronger in the straps. So it's going to be interesting to see how he can use leverage, if he can use that to his advantage and overcome your strength. That'll be interesting.
That's interesting to me, because so far all I've been doing leading up to this is I've been trying to make it as uncomfortable for myself, to the point where that's like a normal grip to me now. Like if someone fucks me over in the setup, I know how to counter it, and also I just know how to grip up and still feel good there. So I don't think I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I've never felt this before. I think he'll get a good setup, and I think like he'll get a good grip, but he thinks that's gonna surprise me, or maybe he thinks that's gonna surprise me. The thing is, it's not going to.
Right.
I'm ready for that.
Okay.
So
All right. So now, obviously, you're into PEDs. Well, I mean, look at this motherfucker.
Natty as
right?
fuck.
Yeah, natty as fuck. Exactly right. All right, go. Show him the arm right now. It's just, is his arm like doubled in size over the past like 2 months? It's ridiculous.
yeah, mainly the right arm.
So, what is your thoughts on PEDs in arm wrestling? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I come from a bodybuilding and powerlifting background, and it is very hard to avoid to stop people from using PEDs.
Of course.
Even if you drug test them, even if you randomly drug test them. I was talking to Vigorous Steve. I'm not sure. Do you know Vigorous Steve?
I know.
And he kind of red pilled me on that, like how in the Olympics there are like, I won't even get into it, but just like certain countries have a lot of sway because they put in a lot of money into the Olympics.
Yeah.
So certain things are, blind eyes are turned and whatnot. And it's like,
Gotcha.
okay, so that's only a problem if you enforce PED rules. But if you say it's fair game, it's fair game. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I just think you're really trying to fight, it's like trying to fight a cancer. If you hate PEDs, then maybe a cancer is the way to look at it. But the cancer keeps coming back. You think you cut it all out, and then it appears somewhere else.
Yeah.
People are the PEDs exist. People are going to use them.
Yeah.
And if it's not on the banned substances list, then people will use it.
Yeah.
And then it's on the banned substances list the next year, and people find some new shit to use.
Yeah, something else for sure. Now, I'm glad that WAF, at least they have you know, their drug testing, and
I'm sure everyone who's competed in that has been natty the whole time they've competed in it. Sure.
Probably not, but the thing is that at least there's a lane there for those people that want to just compete natural.
Yeah, and I think Auden made a good point that the appearance of a drug-tested federation is good for mainstreamness.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But understand, it's just an appearance of being drug-free.
Yeah.
It's for sponsors. It's not actually drug-free.
Yeah.
It might just be less drugs than
That's true.
non-tested.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's drug-free.
Yeah.
Just know that. But that's fine.
Yeah.
You want to go that route? It's all good.
Yeah. But when it comes to the pros, you know, I'm definitely more open to, you know, PEDs, just because you know, bodybuilding, powerlifting, you know, all the strength sports and stuff. I like to see freaks. I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to see a Levon.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see
Not that Levon uses anything.
just SARMs, right?
SARMs.
Didn't he just come out and say he used SARMs? Yeah, a lot of SARMs, dude. A lot of SARMs to look like Levon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and that's what brings in numbers. That's what brings in views.
Yeah, for sure.
And you look at bodybuilding, which is different. That's kind of because drugs affect bodybuilding so fucking much.
Yeah.
But do you know who the best natural bodybuilder is? Who's the open bodybuilder natural? I don't know. I don't know who the best one is.
Maybe
I
it was
think
Skip
most people-
LaCour years ago, but now I have no clue.
Ronnie Coleman.
Ronnie
Chris
Coleman.
Bumstead.
Right.
All I'm saying is these names pop out. Everyone knows Chris Bumstead at this point. You think
Yeah.
he's natty? No. So
Of course.
people are just whether or not it's kind of like, I don't know if you want to get into this, but it's kind of like the WNBA versus NBA thing. It's like you want the WNBA to make just as much as the NBA, but where's the actual money and eyes going towards? It's going
it's a
towards.
good point,
There's nothing you can do about that.
Sure. No.
Besides force people to watch the WNBA, you know, like
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
No, I get
it's like
that.
drug tested versus tested,
Yeah.
or versus untested with bodybuilding, and to some extent, powerlifting, arm wrestling, everything.
Yeah.
The eyes naturally go towards
Yeah.
PEDs.
And just my last question. Do you use any kind of like stem cells or peptides?
Yeah, I just got stem cells about 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
and it really
Did you use
they're
the
crazy.
VitaCell?
Yeah.
VitaCell. Amazing.
Yeah. It was
I've had them as
crazy.
well. So
I had like some pain back here that I kind of thought was an injury.
Yeah.
And then I just had some lingering like soreness in the
Medial
elbow UCL area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
And I couldn't really pinpoint what it was. It's just general, like, you know, your elbows just kind of get fucked up over time.
they do. Yeah.
And then like a week later, it was just gone.
okay.
It was crazy how it works.
Yeah.
And they're not paying me to say that. They just gave me stem cells. That's all.
Right.
So
Yeah. And look, I've had them too, and they were into my left shoulder, and they really
Yeah.
They really worked. They really helped me out.
Are you gonna get it on your?
So
on your ready?
I'm looking to get it onto my right shoulder
You
as
should.
well.
Dude,
Yeah.
100% should.
So right now I'm using peptides, and I'm using a pretty heavy peptide
Yeah.
protocol. And I'll probably go. My next video is going to be all about my peptides.
Yeah, because I use those too. I think
Okay.
every arm wrestler, and I've said this before, I think every arm wrestler should be using BPC, TB500. Those are like the two main ones. Maybe there's COP or something
There's
or other.
one more I'm going to
Oh,
add into
MGF,
my
right?
new. Yeah.
MGF. But BBC and TB500, well researched,
Yeah.
and they work. So it's like, I don't think they work as well as stem cells, but you can't. I don't think you can really like get stem cells and inject them in yourself, can you?
I don't know. I wouldn't try it either.
Yeah, I don't know
Definitely
if
do
I'd
it with
mess
a
around with
doctor.
that. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, James.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Yep. Don't
Yeah.
try and squeeze my hand. He's trying to. Ow! I can't do it with my right shoulder. Lefty, I
shit,
can do
I'm so
lefty.
sorry, dude.
I can do lefty right
Fuck,
now.
did that hurt?
No, it didn't.
Okay.
You're still too strong. I hate you. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. And please drop a comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Thank you.
Peace.